Well, it's something I've never been through before. And it's like...
No, we talking about what went wrong in the marriage. What happened? What do you think happened?
I drank too much alcohol.
You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's me, Pastor Kim. It's Kim and no Tony, because I'm on my way to pick him up from the facility. And I hope you're having a great day. Today is the last day of the month of September. September has flown by. I mean, like swoosh. It's gone, y'all. It's gone. I'm just gonna go take him for a little ride, let him get some fresh air. It's a beautiful day. It's 77 degrees. And we're just gonna see what's going on. And I'll get right back at you. Hey, I'm Kim, and this is...
Yeah, that question has been answered.
Gigantic sodas.
Man.
Thank you, dear. You too.
Oh, they gonna have a fit when I come back there with my haircut.
I done got his haircut. Oh, he ain't got no afro no more.
Yep. They're gonna be all over you.
Yeah.
Like white on rice.
You're right. I do know a number. Oh, that is so good.
Is it?
Who do like I did? Take about 4 good hooks.
This way so I don't forget. Oh, I've been trying to exercise. My arm is hurting.
Well, I mean, how are you doing it on the computer or I mean, just who's
No,
your
I ain't
instructor?
exercising on YouTube. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. What are you doing it through?
Man, the sun, man. Let me let you get in here. Say hi to the peoples.
Hello, people. How are you? Well, today got here.
Yes, he just got a haircut. Looking all fresh and sassy. Ooh, look at there. Need to move, get up off the sun. That's what I need to do. And we went to Zaxby's. We weren't really like super hungry, but Zaxby's now has cheddar cheese bites, y'all. They trying to be like Culver's. So how y'all doing today? This is probably like episode number 4-ish. That Tony and I, we just hanging out, talking. I'm vlogging. Lord, we thank you for this food about to receive, purifying, cleansing, nourishing for our body in Jesus' name. Amen. Would you like some?
I want.
They hot as I don't know what. They hot. All right, go.
I play with this one a little bit.
I ain't gonna have to talk out because I can't hear you.
I said I'll play with this one a little bit, just so like.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
We going to my room?
I'm gonna try doing it.
Damn, good gracious.
Yeah.
It's hot.
How I told you. But yeah, we been. I mean, if you want to go, we can. But...
We did.
Okay. Oh my God! Like you said, that's good.
Right. It's not really good.
That Coke Zero, Diet Coke, whatever. Pretty good. All right, so what we talking about today? Man, we got to vlog. We got to tell our story. I accept the grace already. So The last time we did talk about how we met. Oh, I said I didn't remember that you had proposed to me, but I remember that you did. And you had got a ring. I remember that. You had got me a ring.
Ain't bad for a 60-year-old man,
No.
Hmm.
Oh, my side hurt.
I just asked my wife a question about my father, and she had told me that my father had passed in his sleep, and I wasn't sure was I hearing that right, or I'm not saying hear it right, but was I okay with it, because that's the part that stayed in my head. So what I just did, I just reaffirmed it with her, and she did affirm it. So
Right, but that's, I mean, I think that's a blessing in the sense of you not still asking me, did he pass? Now you know he passed.
Yes. And it's starting to come back little by little, but it's like where I'm at, they do a great job with me, and because it's like, I don't know, I guess they're supposed to do it, because if I have a question, I'll ask them, and they don't say, well, you just asked me the same question 2 days ago, or you just asked the same question 5 hours ago, or anything like that, and they'll take the time and answer the question right, and then when they do that, my memory just comes back and says, okay, yes, you have answered that question, and it's great. So I give thanks to the people there. I just, I thank God. But it's been, I'm not gonna say an adventure, but it's been a lot. Just to wake up and realize all your memory and everything that you should have remembered was gone. And it was, at first it was really bad, but through the grace of God and the people, the place where I'm staying at to help me with my memory, a lot of it is coming back, and I'm so thankful for that. And it's just amazing and how true God is. I've learned to relax there now, because I know my wife will be there to see me, or a call about me, or my family is calling about me and checking on me and everything, and that part stays into my memory now, where it was at first it was just gone, and I would end up asking like the same question over and over and over, but now I don't, because it stays in my memory. It's amazing, people. I wouldn't wish this on no one, because it's amazing that you can look at a person and not know who that person is, or somebody could tell you something and you don't have the slightest idea of what you're talking about, and that itself was scary at first. But I just thank God for my wife and for him getting and showing me the way, and I'm doing pretty good now. I'm feeling pretty good. It was just it's the whole thing. I wish on no one, but we're human and things are bound to happen.
Right.
And we don't know. I mean, it happened to me. I woke up and didn't know anything or anybody, but my family has been there for me, and I'm just so thankful, and just so thankful.
That's kind of where we left off. We were like telling two stories at one time, two events rather at one time, about one, how we met, and we got married a year after we met. things were a little rocky in the marriage.
Yes, it was.
Well, from your point of view, why were they rocky? Oh, here, you want to eat now, so
I'm
go ahead.
done. You know, ladies got to eat first.
That's good. No, it's just it's like it's something I've never been through before, and it's like
Now, we talking about what went wrong in the marriage.
Oh.
What happened? What do you think happened?
I drank too much alcohol. You can take it out. You know.
No. I mean, I think that's very relevant.
Amen. There's no other way around it. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. But even though, you know, we wasn't together, we've always been there for each other regardless.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. You want to talk? I mean, because I honestly think that, you know, you can help somebody. You know, maybe there's somebody who's a drinker that don't think that something could happen to them.
please don't believe that. Please don't. Because it's like, especially in my case, I had been doing it for a long time.
Like how long? Excuse me. How long you been drinking? Had you been drinking? Because you don't drink anymore. 20 years?
Longer than that.
Longer than that?
I can't quite come up with a date.
Right. But like, what, out of high school? Oh, okay.
And
But you could hold your liquor. I mean, I never knew about drinking, but you could hold your liquor. If that's, you know what I'm trying to say. No?
what? I mean,
Like what the average person would drink and they would pass out, that wouldn't make you pass out. Like a Long Island iced tea. I remember you ordering a Long Island iced tea. I remember you ordering 2 Long Island iced teas when we out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? But you was always very nice, very respectful. And when I look back, the sad part about us, even in the breakup aspect of it, is because you were hiding it from me. You didn't want me to know how much you drank. And, you know, in the midst of it, I was looking at it like, you know, whoa. But when I look back, I feel like, you know, like I said, you just didn't want me to know, you know. And I mean, here you are, you know, a grown man, a wonderful man, a man who has good credit, cars, raising a daughter, got a job, you know what I mean, pay your bills on time. I mean, you just had all of that going on. And you know, I had never ever judged you. You know what I'm saying?
no, you never have. No, you never have. But it's like, that's a dangerous subject, because drinking is not good for you. But also, drinking can also make that I'm not gonna call myself a demon, because I'm not, but another side of me show up, and that side of me had no respect and nothing. It was just terrible. I was just terrible, and it's I don't know. It was rough, but God got me through it, and I thank Him for it. But you know,
And even when you talk about that side being terrible, I mean, like, everybody like in your family was like not necessarily afraid of Tony, but like Tony don't play. Tony, you know what I'm saying? If they got a problem, a street problem, a bully problem, you know what I mean? They will call Tony. And I mean, like I said, you know, in one of the other videos, Good Girls Like Bad Boys, that, you know, that level of authority, you know, whatever you want to call it, don't judge me, but, you know, not being raised with my father, just being raised by my mother, I was attracted to that because it's a feeling of security, not knowing the back end of it. You know what I mean? When you marry or date a bad boy, you're gonna have to get what comes with that. You know what I mean? It's all good and wonderful until it shows up on you. You know what I mean? When it shows up on somebody else, it's okay. Like, yo, you don't want to mess with me because this one right here, you gonna get your feelings hurt and you might get your butt kicked. But, you know, when it backfires, then it's just not cool. You know, as far as my end is concerned, I was pastoring a church and I needed help. And I prayed and asked God for help. And Tony, even though he went to church, he was a Christian, and, you know, him and Natalie went to church. They had a church home and everything. And it was probably a fairly nice sized church, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't know anything about the intricate details of church and of church protocol, of the behind the scenes of church leadership. He didn't know any of that. And, you know, that was a culture, to me, a religious culture shock to him, because, you know, the rules was not like, why you got to do all of this? You know, why you can't come home? You know what I mean? And even like when we got married, and you know how you have the ushers and the people that won't, you know, they won't let the pastor do anything. You know, he's trying to help, you know, and he's like, they won't let me do nothing. You know, like, I don't know what it is. They don't, I guess, I don't know if it's because I married you or what, but they don't want me to do nothing. I'm like, no, it's not about that. It's about, you're the first man, so they're going to do stuff for you, you know.
True.
You know, so it was, to me, I was trying to, when I look back and reflect, I was trying to thrust him into something that he wasn't ready for. Because, I mean, if you just think about the scenario, here I am, a pastor of a church, and here he is a, you know, I guess, I don't know what you want to, you know, he was drinking. He was able to function and function well, but he was drinking, you know, and a lot of times people be like, well, you knew. I mean, I knew that Tony drank, because when we went out and stuff, you know, I would see him, he was like, you don't mind if I get a beer, do you? He would always ask me that, you don't mind if I get a beer? And even, you know, before we got married, if he wanted to go drink a beer or something, he would go outside. He would sit outside in the car, on the porch or whatever. He did not want me to see him drinking. It took a long time for him to get comfortable. Most of the time, if we were in a restaurant, for him to be comfortable drinking a beer in front of me or something like that. Like I said, if we went out, he would always ask, you don't mind me getting a drink, do you? You don't mind? I'm like, no, I don't mind, you know. Listen, I'm not your judge or jury, you know. We all have our cross to bear, and coming out of, you know, my previous relationship, which is another story, I was just, you know, totally comfortable with who he was. And you know, but when we had to live together, then the drinking, you know, became, it was just little things. When I recollected, like, he would always say, aren't you ready to go to bed? Aren't you ready? Go ahead, go on upstairs. I'm coming up in a little bit. And I took that like, why you don't want me around? Like, why you keep trying to send me to bed? Like, what is this about? But he wanted me to go upstairs so he could take time. Okay. So he could take time to drink. That's, you know, correct me if I'm wrong.
No. I mean, you can't correct the truth. And that was the truth. So, I mean, any, I don't know, any way possible I thought I could do it, and I tried to do it, and it doesn't work, because it
I mean, we would have some good moments and some bad moments. I mean, sometimes he would drink and it would be okay, but sometimes he would drink and it would be bad.
yeah,
The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever.